But your girl is kind of just going through it. Good morning, world travelers. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel if you're subscribed, and if you are new, welcome to the world of Wiz. I'm Wiz, and hopefully do stick around, like, subscribe, and turn your post notification bell on so you can become part of my world. So second trip of the month. It's another 3-day. Originally it did have a 5 a.m. Report with a Charlotte turn at the beginning, but one of my co-workers was able to pick that up for me. So now we only have one flight to Providence, and it's a quick flight, and we have a 10:44 a.m. report. So my commute flight is at 6. I'll get into base at around like 8. It's currently 4:15 in the morning, so I'll be heading out the house within the next 15 minutes. But yeah, I'm about to take Papa's out, finish packing up the last minute items that I have. Hey road travelers, it is 3:15. We're here in Providence. We were actually supposed to be here at like 12 o'clock, 12:30, and we've just been dealing with delays. So let's start off. Today was really supposed to be a 3-flight day. I told you guys that I dropped the Charlotte turn, so I only ended up having a one and done type of day. So our inbound plane had a mechanical issue in Charlotte. So I know this because the flight attendant messaged me on the third-party site letting me know that they are delayed in Charlotte due to mechanical. So that plane will be arriving way after we should be taking off for Providence. So they ended up finding us another plane, but the plane that they also found us was also delayed, so we ended up leaving 2 hours later than we were supposed to, and it kind of just delayed our arrival into Providence. But great crowd. Is a quick 35-minute flight, no issues. Full flight. We have a 4:15 a.m. van. I need to swap rooms. This room is cute, has so much character and personality, but the window, it's closed, but there's a draft coming in and I can hear everything happening, and you can feel the breeze coming in even though the window is closed. But it is wet and gloomy. The weather just isn't pleasant. So I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow morning. This is yet another trip that I did not meal prep for. So the restaurant at the hotel opens at 4 and they give us 20% off, so I'm gonna see if I can get something to eat from there. They do have a limited menu, so hopefully I can find something because I am a picky eater. So. Good morning, world travelers. Good morning. It is day 2 of 3, so that means tomorrow's go home day. It is, I want y'all to see. Y'all see this? Do y'all see how early it is? I know y'all see that. It is 3:47 in the morning. We have a 4:15 a.m. van. I woke up at my alarm time at 2:45. Just because I was having a hard time falling asleep and I didn't want to oversleep. So today's a 2-flight day, fairly easy day. We are in Providence to LaGuardia, and in LaGuardia to Memphis, and we are done by 10:30 Central Time. So we have about an hour and a half sit in LaGuardia, but we're still done before noon. So I'm about to go downstairs because why not? And I'm on the one of the top floors here, and the elevator is slow, so I just want to be downstairs just so I'm not rushing myself. And I'm wearing a dress, I'm wearing heels, I'm wearing stockings. I got to get back into the feeling of like being mobile with heels, dress, and stockings on, because I'm just always used to wearing pants for most of the fall season and all of the winter season. So I need my coat, and we're gonna head down. Hopefully today's a smooth sailing day, very uneventful day, and I'll catch you guys a little later on. Hey road travelers, so I am currently filming vlog 70, but I'm editing vlog 68, and this part is very muffled. So I'm in Memphis, and during this part of the vlog I was also in Memphis. So I was telling you guys that we had a 2-flight day, Providence to LaGuardia, LaGuardia to Memphis. Ended up losing my flying partner, and I got a new flying partner to work the flight to Memphis with. Our first flight was great. Both flights were full. Our second flight gave us a run for our money, full flight, and I had 4 flight incident reports to type up for just that one flight, just because we had lots of pets in cabin, but a few of those pets in cabins wanted to pass by as emotional support dogs. We no longer have emotional support animals, and they were kind of upset that I was telling them that the dogs need to stay in the carrier unless it's a service or celebrity dog, and neither of the dogs that we had today were service animals or celebrity dogs. So they're a little bit upset with me. There's this one dog in particular that was growling and nipping, trying to nip at people that passed by. At one point I thought I was going to get bit, and I don't want to get bit by a dog or any dog. I love dogs, but when I'm on the aircraft, I don't socialize with any of the dogs because you never know what can trigger a dog, and I would hate to get attacked by a dog on the job. So I'm a dog person, but I'm not friendly with all the dogs on the aircraft. That's just me personally. When I'm on the clock, I'm on the clock. You know, I'll say a comment in my head, oh, that's a cute dog or whatever, but I never want to have any interactions with any pets on board the aircraft. A few years back, we did have one of our flight crews get attacked by a dog, and I've known of other customers that gotten attacked by dogs, and I just would hate for any incident to happen on an aircraft that I was working or a part of. So just have to type those up, just because I feel like I'm gonna hear about it. So to cover my behind, I'm gonna type up those. Well, I already typed up those flight incident reports because this already happened. But other than that, we were done fairly early. We had like an 18-hour layover, and I went to go get Chipotle, and then I didn't get into anything else. There was like a car show here for Corvettes, and it was pretty cool. I got to see like lots of different Corvettes, old school, new school, those that have been like remodified. It was really nice. There were like hundreds of Corvettes here. And then I went to go get food at Chipotle, and then I came back in the room because we had an early AM report. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. The audio was very muffled and I was out of focus, and I didn't want you guys to sit there while I was running my gums. And yeah. Go home day. It's currently like 5:30 in the morning. We have a 5:45 a.m. report. Just made it to the airport. We all were having a disagreement with the alarm clock. Like we all showed down at 5 o'clock, like literally at our van time. So I wasn't able to talk to you guys, but today's a 3-flight day, go home day, Memphis to LaGuardia, and then a Providence turn. Done by 2:30, but my commute flight home is at 7. So we're gonna be waiting around for about 5 hours again, just like my last trip, before we head home. The flight attendant that I work the flight in with yesterday, I'll be working the flight back to New York with her, and then I'll be getting someone new. So hopefully all goes well. Today's a smooth sailing day. Psych! And let's knock it out. Hey, road travelers. So a lot's happened. We were supposed to be, it's currently 12:30. We were supposed to be out of here at 11:44. Worked our first flight from Memphis. So much happened on that flight. Had a medical emergency, almost had to divert. We took care of that. Still a little uneasy, but I'll be fine. And then we were supposed to be out of here at 11:44. Pilots that were supposed to work this flight got rerouted to work somewhere else. So now our pilots are still flying. We're waiting for them to land and come, so we can work the flight to Providence. So we're supposed to leave at 11:44. Now we're delayed until 1. That's if they make it and we board on time and we close. But it's one heck of a go home day, but it's okay because it's go home day. And I'll fill you guys in on everything a little later on. We have this last Providence turn, and I met back with the original flight attendant that I was supposed to work with. So we're about to knock out this turn if and when the pilots come. The crowd is a little nasty out there to the gate agent, so I already know what kind of attitudes will be coming on the plane. And that's all that I have for you guys. Yeah.
Guys, today, what a whirlwind. I'll fill you guys on everything a little later on. I have like about 2.5 hours until my commute flight home. Psych! I'm gonna change out of my uniform into some street clothes just to be incognito and fill you in on everything a little later on. Update, flight home is delayed 2 hours. Came down here to speak to the managers, got some snacky snacks. So now we're gonna go change into some streetwear. I might try to find like a quiet corner to speak to you all. But today, I'm trying to find a rainbow. The rainbow was supposed to be going home, but we need to find a rainbow, okay? Have a good day.
Hey world travelers, so it's been some time since I finished this trip. I actually finished another trip and I'm about to work my third trip or my second trip after this trip you're watching. Hopefully that makes sense. But your girl is kind of just going through it because none of my trips have been commutable and I was only awarded 13 days off. I have been using the day before to commute in, so 13, 12, 11, 10, I've technically only had like 9 days off this month. Let me go to my notes because it's been so long and there was a lot that happened on go home day. If you follow me on Instagram at the World of Bliss, you're able to get like behind the scenes of the day. I give you guys little glimpse of my day that sometimes aren't included in the vlog. Sometimes we have polls. I started doing this new thing called Trivia Thursdays on my Instagram, where if you answer the question correctly, you get like a $5 cash app to get some coffee. It ain't much, but it's a little something something, you know. So I try to interact, engage with you all on Instagram. So I'm pretty sure I told you guys that we had a medical emergency. That medical emergency almost had us divert because it was so serious. But you know, we took initiative and took care of the matter when we did, and the customer said they wanted to proceed with heading to New York. So medical in flight, it was a morning flight, so a lot of the customers, I was working first class, a lot of them were asleep and it was a meal flight. So this one particular guy, I'm like running back and forth between the customer and the galley getting stuff, and he like grabs my arm, pet peeve of mine, and he's like, when are you gonna take my order? Like, do I need to wait now or after to get a drink? I'm like, I'm taking care of an emergency and that trumps any drink that you need right now. Like, what? I was getting yelled at a lot on go home day and I did not appreciate that. I ripped 2 stockings. I broke part of my heel. The zipper to my dress got caught on my hair, like in the safety demonstration. So I'm like this because I'm trying not to do too much movement so I don't pull out my hair. My flying partner wasn't, what's the word? They weren't familiar with ethnic hair. So I'm telling them to be careful because there's a lot of curls, a lot of kinks. You can't just rip it out, and I'm just trying to tell them how to work through it. But ultimately, I just ended up having to like rip it out because they were kind of making the situation worse. They didn't mean harm, but I just had to, you know, say screw it and just rip it out. Pretty sure I got a little bald spot back there. We were delayed 2+ hours after we came back from Memphis because our inbound plane was late, and then they swapped crews on us. Our first officer was coming from somewhere, our captain was coming from somewhere, and from different terminals. I almost fell back during pushback doing my safety demonstration because the ground crew, they was pushing that aircraft a little too aggressive for my liking. Lots of getting yelled at, lots of getting yelled at. I lost my debit card, but you guys, I ended up finding my debit card. Long story. I paid way too much food for a burger and for 6 wings. I'm not even gonna tell you guys, even with the discount, it was steep. I split my leggings, so I ended up taking out my uniform and putting street clothes on, and I just split my leggings, and I'm just like, is there anything else that could go wrong? Yes. My commute flight home was delayed like 3 hours. I didn't end up getting home until like what, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I only had 2 days off, but I had to use one of those days to commute in. So I didn't really have much time off to do much of anything, because I did end up meal prepping for this next trip that you guys will see next week. And yeah, so it was a lot going on, and I feel like I wasn't able to decompress. I had, oh, this trip I had 6 flight incident reports to type up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was just a lot. That just tells you how much went on in this trip. But we made it through. We made it through another trip, and we're about to start another trip. So enough ranting. This vlog probably doesn't make any sense. My mood is a little thrown off, but you know, we're gonna get through it. I did want to thank you guys for watching this week's vlog. Be sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn your post notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.